Working in the arts isn't always accessible. People are asked to gain experience working for very little money, sometimes no money at all. So we decided that it was really important for us to launch a scheme that was really well supported for people to gain loads of practical experience, particularly in the field of music leading and music facilitation.
Well, I was involved with the associates in the interview process, which I found so fascinating, because I think we didn't really know what we wanted initially, and we did the interviews over 2 days, but the two we ended up with I think were really special.
Once we'd selected Lila and Sehyogue, we got them into the office and we just had some time getting to know each other. So we wanted to understand their learning goals, where they're at now and where they feel like they want to be at by the end of the programme.
Yeah, I've been mentoring Lila, and that's been really nice to sort of develop that relationship. We've done a lot of work on sort of planning and, you know, how do you expand and how do you respond to what people are giving you. I think that's something that comes with experience. It's been a real combination for her on that journey of sort of like real practical work, you know, actually learning some material to take into workshops, you know, I always refer to it as a toolkit. So in a way, I'm kind of sort of been tooling her up.
That's been a big part of learning by observing sort of more experienced, like the associates, being able to observe their approach and also get to talk to them before and after sessions to be able to see what their thought process is going into things and how they're and also being able to ask, like, if you've witnessed a certain thing happening, or looking at how they're managing a certain dynamic or a certain way that people are responding to things.
Okay, so working with Sehyogue in particular, our young associate, what kind of challenges did she have?
She's a natural introvert, I think, and she feels comfortable in a group setting and is able to lead. But sometimes she had to just amplify her musical personality in order to make her presence felt and to communicate what she wanted from other people. And it was lovely to see her find the confidence in doing that.
When we first spoke about it, you'd spoken about it because you'd talked to somebody who'd presented these huge concerts where thousands of primary school children come on, where it's kind of, you know, you're really in sort of full-on entertainment mode. And I got the impression that you thought at the time that wasn't your sort of thing. But what was it about this event where you thought, actually, I should have, or I can have a go, I want to have a go at it?
I guess it's just kind of a stepwise thing that for me, presenting to a group of like 2,000 children or 2,000 people would be quite an overwhelming kind of entry-level thing to do. But definitely this kind of slightly smaller concert, and also supported by someone that's very experienced.
My project was called Making Music for Mental Health, and it was in partnership with Off the Record and the Trinity Centre. My idea was to kind of work with 16 to 25-year-olds with mental health issues, and to kind of explore how kind of creativity and music making can be used as kind of contributing to well-being.
We had a big discussion about it afterwards, and there were some tricky issues for her to overcome. And once again, that all came down to her being really confident about what she wanted as the project leader and the project director. And it took her a little while to get there, but she really achieved that in the end. And I think, you know, the outcome and the feedback and the response that she got from the participants was really positive.
Sehyogue was remarkably thoughtful, and she had this quiet focus that I actually was quite envious of, actually. And she came up with a wonderful set of ideas that we managed to hone into a final project, but it all started with a mind map. So we spent some time with coffee, I hasten to add, just mapping out her various different identities as a musician.
My project was based in Birmingham, and I worked with a visual artist and poet called Niall Singh, and the two of us kind of looked at the kind of experience of people from multiracial backgrounds and how that might be integrated within our own art form. So we did a combination of poetry, kind of songwriting. It kind of ended up being more of a spoken word type thing.
I think I would advise the next young associates to just kind of throw yourself into everything, take all the opportunities that you're given. I think it's really great the way that the scheme is in kind of tailoring things to the individual, and I think being kind of open about what it is that you're interested in, what you'd like to get more experience in. I feel like there's so many opportunities for you to kind of make the scheme your own.
I would say challenge yourself and keep an open mind. Utilise everyone at the BSO. They're all great and they're all really supportive, and you can learn so much. So take up all the opportunities you can.